Lutefisk is something you're most likely to find in a Lutheran church basement, or even around the dinner table Christmas in Norway. But if you're like me, I only know lutefisk from King of the Hill.
I've prepared a little taste of Minnesota called Lutefisk. It's a Scandinavian delicacy made by baking codfish in a solution of lye until the bones become gelatinous.
So being inspired by one of my favorite animations, we're gonna make lutefisk today. Lutefisk. I will say respectfully, the smell is terrible, and I'm a little bit distracted by the bug in the fish. We'll get into that in a minute. Lutefisk is a process, 14 days to be exact. We're gonna go through the 14-day journey together, and we're gonna cook this the traditional way in the hot box. The recipe also said you could cook it in the microwave. And I have gathered some traditional Scandinavian sides for us to pair with our lutefisk. So let's knees in place. Here's what you're gonna need to make lutefisk. That's it. The ingredients are really simple, but the process was not. We're gonna preheat the hot box to 435. While we wait, I'm gonna take you through the 14-day journey. Some of this may be wrong. This is the redneck condensed version, okay? Lutefisk means live fish. Fish that's soaked in lye. So the process begins with dried fish. I actually got my fish from eBay. It's dried stockfish, which is cod or whitefish. So you start with this very crispy, bark-like, wood-like fish. It's dried fish, been dried outside for 6 months. And the goal is to rehydrate the fish. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but I just use Tupperware, double Tupperware, because the smell, which didn't even really matter because the smell just kind of followed you. I felt like that Charlie Brown character for 14 days. You can just touch this fish with gloves on and you smell like fish. So you've got the fish in the container, water in the container, in the fridge. And then every morning for 5 days, I would dump the water, rinse the fish, fill the container back up with water, back in the fridge. After the 5 days, you have the lye soak or lye bath. And it was 1 TBSP of food grade lye per 4 cups of cold water. You submerge the fish in that. And you gotta be careful with lye. I got a little bit on my skin, it burns. So if you wanna make this, is anybody gonna make this? You need to wear Chemtech gloves that go up to here. You drown the fish in that, it goes in the fridge for 48 hours. Then you need to remove the lye, which is done by rinsing. So you rinse it in the morning and the evening for 4 more days. Well, it said 4 to 7. I did extra on the rinsing part because I got nervous. So we have a total of 14 days, which may be why some of my fish has fallen apart already. So the lye raises the pH and the water rinse neutralizes it, brings it back to a regular pH and gives it this really gelatinous texture, very delicious. The bug part was slightly disturbing, but in fairness, I don't think I've ever cooked fish. Well, definitely not like this. If I buy fish, let me show you. Pre-packaged, pre-seasoned salmon. I have zero experience cooking fresh, dried, any kind of fish. I'm aware that worms, bugs live in fish. I get that, but they're killed or the eggs are killed when it's frozen or when we cook them. I just wasn't prepared for when I rehydrate this fish for all these bugs to come out. There's mixed reviews on, yes, this is normal because stockfish is dried outside for about 6 months. So a fly could hop on the fish, lay an egg, and then when I start rehydrating it, oh, there we go. And then some people on the internet say there should be no bugs. The answer to that is there is no answer. I'm assuming finding all these bugs is normal ish, but they were already dead upon arriving. They would come up to the water dead, deceased. And if they weren't, the lye mixture would have killed them, right? I was a little surprised to see our last little friend. Oh, now I have fish water all over my floor. What was I saying? I don't know. I was surprised to see a little bug since we're on day 14. Right? We're gonna proceed and just kind of pick around all that. So that's a lot of words to say absolutely nothing, but basically we started with dried fish, rehydrated the fish, put lye in the fish, cleaned the fish again, and now we're ready to cook it. I have this laying on the hell, I don't even know what that is. A cookie rack or something, a cookie sheet, something you dry cookies with. I don't bake cookies, I don't know. I actually have no business wearing this. This is stolen valor at its best, or worst. So I have the fish on the cookie sheet, sprinkled with salt to draw all the moisture out, and that's been going for about 45 minutes. Now we're gonna cube this up, top it with butter, and pop it in the oven. Can you see right there? This is the bowl that's just really gelatinous. The lye is supposed to dissolve some of the bones, and it did, but it's just too crazy. I'm going to boil this down and give this to my cat. Here's all the liquid that came off the fish. Oh, we're being summoned. We're gonna cube this up, which I have no experience doing on a fish. One thing that I found that was really cool about this fish is the church fish dinners. Oh my. Kind of like here in the South, we have fish fries, but it's catfish, a bottom feeder, which I always found to be fascinating because according to the Bible, you're not supposed to eat bottom feeders like catfish. But if you want to split hairs, gluttony is also a sin. And I would see Miss Sarah getting 4 helpings of Snickers salad. Snickers and mayonnaise together, you ever had that? But I'm gonna be looking this up because I would love to attend one of these. I am crying. There's a reason I'm not showing you my face. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. It is very strong, and right now I'm just going through and looking for any bugs. There's a bone in the middle there. Oh my. It is a very strong scent, but sometimes that can be a good thing. Sometimes things that smell really bad, they taste pretty good. I'm trying to think of one like moonshine. So this seems to be tough. What part of the fish is that? This other one here, it is not tough at all. Let's see if I can skin this. It is like a, excuse me. It is like a fish jello. Oh my word. Okay, that's just grass there where I was cleaning it in the yard. There we go. See how the lye made it this very jello-like consistency? I'm gonna skip the one with that little bug in there. That's gonna go to my cat. I was hoping to get it in perfect little squares, just like Bobby had.
This stuff stinks.
Lutefisk ASMR. Never cut towards yourself. I think that will do, folks. I'm happy with that amount. Oopsie, you okay? The recipe I'm using says just to use butter and salt. Do you think that's enough? And I'm only gonna put a little bit of salt because I already salted it to get the water out. Some classic sides for the lutefisk are mashed green peas, fried bacon cubes, boiled potatoes, a white sauce, sweet mustard, potato flatbread. Why was that hard? Which is called lefse. And then you would drink beer with it, it says, okay. We are gonna take a couple shortcuts. For our mashed peas, we're gonna heat up these and use this tool I got at a yard sale. What is this called? Emulsifier. So we'll blend them with this. And then we're getting extra fancy with butter and herb mashed potatoes. So we'll prepare this while the fish is baking. It doesn't look bad at all. The smell did increase.
I'm sorry, I ate all the lutefisk.
You can burn down our church, but you cannot burn down our faith.
I feel like this is one of those foods you're gonna try twice. Once going down and another coming up. I am a little nervous that I didn't rinse the lye out all the way. Cheers. It's not bad. It has a little bit of a lobster flavor. That's probably the butter. It tastes better than it smells. And the crispiness from the butter in the dish, that's nice. I would be more excited about this if I didn't prepare it. The process, the smell, the bugs, the lye. Again, did I rinse all the lye off or not? I have no idea. But it's not bad. The texture is like lobster. That's more what it is. It's not the taste. Well, the butter gives a lobster taste, but the texture, I'm actually liking this. That is very baby food-like. Whoa, the mashed potatoes. There's a lot of seasoning going on. Honestly, I'm very surprised. I'll never make this again. That was too much work. But I may skip the church fish fry and go to the Lutheran church and get me some of this. Honestly, if I didn't prepare this and watch the process, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I just can't get over the bugs and the lye. You know what I mean? Anyway, that was fun. In honor of one of my favorite sitcoms, animated sitcoms. You know, King of the Hill is coming back July 20th. If you're watching this in real time, it's July 19th. See the timing there? Look at me planning. Thanks for being here for whatever this is. If you want to check out my other boring channels, I'll link those below. If not, for now, I'm here every other Sunday in this kitchen doing something. Yeah, that's it.